Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I am the breathing freely Kellie Raspberry Evans. Here's my stuffy-nosed husband, Alan Evans.
Hello, I'm Alan. Hey, train in the house.
It's not that bad, is it?
I can't breathe.
You did some Afrin nasal spray?
Yeah,
Has
I
it
did.
kicked in
I
yet?
did an Afrin. I don't know what my story is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the weather's changing. Things are happening.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Mercury is in retrograde. Are you finally on board with me with that?
You know, I was thinking about you today because of all the stuff I gave you the last podcast about Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah? You starting to see the light?
Well, I was trying to print a bunch of orders today using a Wi-Fi printer, using my laptop. And you would have thought this was the most complicated thing man had ever tried to do.
Right.
Because it wouldn't work. I could not get the freaking thing to work. And I finally... The only way I could get it to work was to reconnect the printer to Wi-Fi. I know this is a scintillating story, but to reconnect the printer to Wi-Fi.
As long as you agree with me, I love it.
And to reboot my computer every time I wanted to print a page. Like, this is a bunch of crap. What's going on?
Mercury's in retrograde.
Right.
See, yesterday, Alan and I went to get coffees together. I've just been introduced to chai tea lattes, right? Is that what I get? Chai tea latte?
Yeah, you get a chai tea latte.
I get a chai tea latte. And Alan just ordered his coffee with steamed almond milk. And I stood there and waited and waited and waited for the barista to finish our order. He got your order wrong. He put steamed 2% milk. And I said, part of me wanted to say, oh, it's fine. He'll drink it. But then another lady came in to pick up her order, and he made it wrong for her, too. She wanted hers iced, and he made it hot. I said, so you had two miscommunication on the orders. I said, Mercury's in retrograde.
And he wasn't too interested in that.
He wasn't hearing it. He said, you know what he said to me?
What?
He said, I'm good. I'm a Scorpio. I said, no, you're not. Because Scorpio is the one that's going to get hit the hardest. I said, what? If you want to take responsibility for everything that you mess up, fine. I choose to blame it on Mercury in retrograde.
So you were beating up the barista at Starbucks because he screwed up two coffees in a row.
I was trying to give him an excuse. And then what happened this morning?
What happened this morning?
When you rolled over and said, oh, hey, babe, it's 5. And I'm thinking, it's too early for that, honey.
How
but then I was like,
everyone has an internal clock. I'm just laying there. And I feel that you're still there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, she shouldn't be here. I open my eyes and look over at the clock. It's 5:08.
5:08.
Like, babe, you got to get up. You got to get going.
So I've looked like I woke up at 5:08 all day today.
Well.
But, that's the thing. And then, so that was a bad thing, a miscommunication with my alarm clock, number one. Then number two, I had written down that my workout was at 11:30 when I forgot that it had been changed to 11.
Yeah.
So as I'm getting ready to leave the office at 10 minutes past 11 and realized I had screwed up, I texted my trainer. She said, are you coming in anyway? I said, no, because by the time I get there, I have to leave because I've got to be at a noon meeting.
What's the moral to all this? What's the moral to this story?
I just cannot book anything or do anything until November 21st.
We're just all screwed up.
Until Mercury's out of retrograde. It's one miscommunication. Last night, what happened? All of our power went out.
Power went out. Yeah.
Everybody's power was out in our neighborhood. The Nextdoor app was going nuts.
Boy, that was the biggest fail.
Right?
The entire neighborhood's power's out and we're looking outside. It's pitch dark. I mean, we couldn't see anything. So I light a bunch of candles. Everyone's cell phone starts dying. So we're just kind of sitting there in the dark, just looking at each other.
Well, I tried to take a nap, but then I got hot because the house got so hot.
Yeah, because then all the fans were off.
Right.
We were all messed up.
Mercury is in retrograde.
I still think it's a bunch of crap.
Okay, you're going to agree with me before it's over. I don't know how much more bad stuff has to happen.
There actually may be something to this.
I'm telling you, and I'm like all paranoid.
Why are you paranoid?
Because, what else could go wrong?
Oh, well, don't say that.
True.
Plenty
I need to let it go.
Wrong.
You know what? We've got still sitting around the house are 3 big bags and buckets of Halloween candy.
Oh, yeah.
And I just found this interesting article because some people, you get Halloween candy and you open it up and when chocolate gets that white coating on it and this is last year's Halloween candy, they just saved it.
Right.
Is that okay to eat?
I've eaten it before with no ill effects.
I haven't had any ill effects either, but I just found really quickly, just for those of you who are wondering, how long can you hold on to your kids' Halloween candy before it goes bad? Because we typically, after about a week or so, if they've stopped eating it, it just goes in the trash, right?
Except for the gummy bears.
Well, it says dark chocolate will last 1 to 2 years.
Wow.
And there's usually, if there is dark chocolate, it ain't getting eaten because kids don't like dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's not as sweet.
Milk and white chocolate last up to 10 months. So if you're
okay.
trying to recycle Halloween chocolate from the year before,
Shouldn't do it.
shouldn't do that because that's why it's got that white coating.
No,
And it's
I
just-
would.
Visually, it's unappetizing, right?
I would do it,
10
though.
months on milk and white chocolate. Things like caramel, nougat, and candy corn, 6 months to a year if they are sealed and kept in a dry place.
Nougat. What's candy corn? Does
it's
candy
sealed-
corn ever go bad?
If it's sealed and in a dry place, it
It's
can
just
last
a
up to a
big
year.
block of sugar, isn't it? How can
Yeah.
that go
I
bad?
don't know, up to a year. The fruity snacks, gummy bears, other jelly candies last about a year if the bags are kept sealed.
Okay.
But once you tear a bag open, you better eat them in a day or two.
Yeah, because then they get hard.
Yeah. So a day or two after you open, but up to a year if you keep the bag shut. So that's just a little tip if you're wondering how long to hold on to your kids' Halloween candy.
What's nougat?
Nougat is that fluffy kind of, it's not caramel, but it's like that fluffy stuff around the caramel inside of a chocolate bar.
Like what's in a Three Musketeer? Is that nougat?
That's nougat.
Oh.
I used to love
I'm a
Three
fan of
Musket-
nougat then.
Well, I used to love Three Musketeers. The older I got, I lost my taste for them. But I remember, like, I've always drunk Diet Pepsi. Always have Pepsi, then to Diet Pepsi after drinking Tab for a week. Blah. That's how I learned to drink Diet Pepsi. But I would eat a Three Musketeers and then drink some Diet Pepsi. Have you ever done that? It foams up in your mouth like
I don't think
like
I've
a
ever done
science
that.
project.
Ew.
Yeah, it's really weird.
No, my big thing now is to eat sugar-free Russell Stover's candies that you buy me because
I buy them a lot of at a time.
because I'm Red Mountain approved.
Well,
Almond
they
milk in
go-
my coffee, sugar-free candy,
Yeah.
diet, and then I'll wash that down with a Diet A&W root beer.
Yeah, Russell Stover has, and this is not an ad, but
Hashtag
they
not an
have
ad.
sugar-free candies, and you find them at a store. They're kind of expensive. So I went online and found that they have these every once in a while, 25% off savings on the sugar-free candy. And then if you buy a certain dollar amount, it's free shipping. So I have to buy like $50 worth of sugar-free candy. So you're set for a while.
Guys, not an ad. This stuff's great.
It's really good.
Why? Well, real candy's good too, but this stuff tastes to me just like regular candy.
Yeah, we go through it pretty quickly too.
Yeah, because
and it's expensive.
Well, yeah.
That's why I get it on sale.
But I pop 3 or 4 of them at night if I'm getting a little, urge for something sweet, and it doesn't hurt me that bad because it's sugar free.
And for some odd reason, the 2 of our past couple of deliveries that we've had by FedEx got delivered to our neighbors 2 doors down from us. One was a chair I'd ordered for one of those butterfly chairs I ordered for my daughter off Bed Bath & Beyond, and it came FedEx, and it showed that it delivered, and I was like, no, because I didn't get a notification on our Ring device, right, our doorbell camera.
Love Ring.
So it wasn't, I was like, I didn't see anything. And then I went to fill out the paperwork saying it ain't here. And one of the questions they ask before you go through all the hassle of them tracking it down, are you, one of the, pre-written questions, are you sure nobody in your household picked it up and didn't tell you? And I was like, still going back to the fact it never showed up on the Ring camera.
So they're trying to put the anus on you.
Right. That maybe it was just a mistake, a miscommunication.
Right.
So I don't know why I just said, you know what? I'm just going to go look at my neighbors. I figured my next door neighbors, maybe they messed up. I just walked out and kind of looked around just in the cul-de-sac.
You're peeping?
I wasn't peeping. I was looking, but there it was. It was sitting 2 doors down on our neighbor's porch. And I went over there and looked, and sure enough, had my name, had the correct house address on it.
You walk up into somebody's property
and took it.
Peeping?
I didn't peep it. I
Were
took
you
it off their
trespassing?
porch. I took it off their porch, and they
That's
never
trespassing.
Well, they never said a word to me about it. Well, then guess what happened? I just didn't say anything because they didn't say anything to me. I didn't want them to think I was a porch pirate, but it was.
You're being
it was
a porch pirate.
It was my package.
Yeah.
So then, about a week later, I get a call from my neighbor saying,
What the hell were you doing on my porch?
No, she said, I got a package. She said, I wondered who sent me all this candy. She just got a box and didn't even look at the name on it.
Oh, she opened it?
And they were like, who's sending me sugar-free candy? What are they trying to tell me? And then she looked and saw it was for us. Same 2 doors down.
Oh, and then it connected with her. Oh, those are 2 big people down there. They eat that sugar-free candy now.
She went online and ordered a bunch for herself.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because she said she wants to be healthier. But I don't know why the FedEx guy's doing that, why he's so confused. But then she said she has a camera, but she said they weren't expecting a package, so that's why she didn't even think to look that somebody. I said, well, if you did look, you'd see me stealing my package off your porch. God. So there's that very long story.
I pay a lot for that video. See you go tiptoeing up there on someone's property.
Well, I did feel bad, even though it was mine.
Bogarting a box.
I felt bad. Even though it was my box.
Now, wait a second. How did you bogart the box if... Oh, she took delivery, took it inside the house, opened it, and then put it back on the porch?
No, she called and said that...
Oh, she called.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
All right,
but you know what is a big deal?
I know what's a big deal.
I'll tell you what's a big deal. If FedEx had used the proper mailing services, it would have gotten where it was supposed to go.
Yeah, it would.
And if that, maybe they should start using stamps.com. Is that even a possibility? Maybe they should talk. But if you want to get your mail delivered correctly, use stamps.com. Actually, we do have a small business and we're using the mail more than ever. And as small business owners, you don't want to just run constantly to the post office. It's not really always a good use of your time, right?
No.
I personally love going to the post office. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite things to do. But time is of the essence. And with stamps.com, you really never have to go to the post office again, because with stamps.com, basically the post office is right there where you are. Whether you're working out of a home office, if you have a small business, a little warehouse, with stamps.com, anything you can do at the post office, you can do with stamps.com. You can use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7, any letter, any package, any class of mail, and anywhere you want to send it in the United States or outside. And once your mail is ready, you can hand it off to your mail carrier, or you can drop it in a mailbox. It's that simple. And with stamps.com, you get 5 cents off every first class stamp, up to 40% off priority mail. Not to mention, it is a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters.
Don't spend a minute of your holiday season at the post office this year. Sign up for Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with our promo code SANDWICH, you'll get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale with no long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in sandwich. That's stamps.com. Enter sandwich. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
Unless you really want to.
Love stamps.com.
Some people do. Have you been looking in the news about this furor? Is that the right word?
Whoa.
This
the furor.
Furor.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if I should call it enthusiasm, because it's tipped over to craziness.
Fanatics
over the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Have you been following that on the news at all?
Babe, it's funny you bring this up. I was taking Dylan to his soccer game the other day in East Plano, and there's a Popeyes over there. And it was this oddball time of day. It was like 2 p.m.
Yep.
There was a freaking line in the drive-thru wrapped around Popeyes.
They've brought the
I'm thinking, what is going on?
That chicken sandwich. They brought it back. They had it for a special promotion, and people went nuts over it. And they've brought it back. And I think now it's going to be a permanent part of the menu. Is it better than the Chick-fil-A? I don't know. I haven't had the Popeyes chicken sandwich yet. But I know Popeyes chicken is that spicy chicken.
Right.
And it's on a bun, and it's got pickles, just like Chick-fil-A. Unlike Chick-fil-A, Popeyes is open on Sunday. So maybe one Sunday when all the furor dies down. But Alan, somebody got stabbed over a chicken sandwich.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm not
my
joking.
God.
People, they're showing video cameras of people, like you're waiting in line, like you see that line wrapped around the building, and you see it at Chick-fil-A too. When people decide my time is more valuable than yours, and they cut people off and they try to sneak into a line after other people have been waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, it's not really about the chicken sandwich. It's about you've disrespected me, right? Mm-hmm. And so people are getting into huge fights. There's videos on YouTube and now making the news. A guy got stabbed over it. I'm not sure if he died or not.
Gosh, when I was a kid, people were getting stabbed over Air Jordans. Now they're getting stabbed over chicken sandwiches.
Isn't that crazy?
Good grief.
It's crazy. I haven't even had this sandwich yet. I'm curious. I'll be honest. I'm curious.
Is it that good?
I've had Popeye's chicken before. Popeye's chicken has been there for how many years, and we've driven by and not stopped.
The thing about Popeye's chicken, though,
it's spicy.
It's spicy, but don't they give you these little tiny pieces compared to like KFC?
I don't know.
It used to be that way.
I haven't had Popeye's chicken in forever, and I do know they have a great biscuit.
You know what my parents used to do when I was a kid? There was a Church's close to us. They'd always go get Church's. So I grew up once a week we'd have Church's chicken.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Is Church's around?
Church's is still around.
Really?
We had, in Florence, South Carolina, where I grew up, we had Kentucky Fried Chicken, but we also had a place called Maryland's Fried Chicken. I don't know if that was a chain, if it was exclusive to the South. I don't know, or maybe I don't know. But Maryland's Fried Chicken is where we usually went. One. I know. My dad would always get the chicken, but he'd always get the gizzards and hearts.
Oh, yeah.
And eat those too. So that was kind of gross.
We do Church's and we do a lot of Hardee's.
We had Hardee's growing up.
Hot ham and cheese. That was my thing.
Now Hardee's is also Carl's Jr. I think that's the same company.
A long time ago they changed, yeah. But Hardee's had that hot ham and cheese and that foil.
Yes.
My mom and dad would go get me a hot ham and cheese. Man.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's how I got so. That's why I'm the world's tallest Filipino.
Yeah, right.
Eating all those hot ham and cheeses.
Well, McDonald's is where we also went a lot too. I remember back in the day when they used to have their sandwiches in a styrofoam box. Remember that?
I remember that.
And then suddenly they
I'm old
realized
enough
that
to
was
remember
bad.
that.
And I remember all the incarnations of McDonald's where they'd have one of their big selling points was they had the hot side on one side and the cool side was on the other side. That was a lot of styrofoam container. And then you closed it together and then you had your fresh sandwich.
You know what Cole asked me the other day, speaking of fast food? He said, Daddy, what do you think the creepiest fast food mascot is?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
And I said, so between the Burger King, Ronald McDonald, the Colonel.
Well, then you have to think about Grimace and Mayor McCheese and the Hamburglar. I mean, that's going way deep.
I get Grimace and Barney confused.
Yeah.
Aren't they the same guy?
Things. No.
Oh.
But a lot of people think the Burger King mascot's creepy.
Oh, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
That guy. He's just with that cold stare.
Well, the one where the guy rolls
expression
over
never changes.
Where he rolls over and he's in bed with him. That's creepy.
Oh, that is so creepy.
But I'd bring up all this because we need to try the chicken sandwich, but not risking our lives over it. But McRib is back too. Did you ever really get into the passion for that?
I used to have some McRib, sure.
But I don't know why they don't. I guess they do this as a publicity stunt because it gets people excited about it. But I'm not hearing near the level of enthusiasm about the McRib because it comes and goes. But that Popeye's chicken sandwich is going nuts.
The thing about McRib, though, sorry, babe, just real quick, that's a little unstable, is it's shaped like a little baby back rib.
Yeah.
But you bite into it and just eat the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like pressed meat.
There's no bone.
Right.
How can it be a rib if there's no bone?
How's it a boneless wing? It's just a chicken nugget, isn't it, really? So this is basically...
You bring up a good point.
A rib nugget.
You bring up a good point. A boneless wing is just a nugget.
Basically.
Yeah, good call, babe.
But adults feel stupid eating chicken nuggets, so they call them
boneless wings. Good call.
I would take credit for that, but somebody pointed that out to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Well, okay.
But McRib, they have apparently not all McDonald's sell them for that limited time, and there's a website called McRibLocator.com.
Who do you think maintains McRib Locator?
Corporate.
Oh, that's a McDonald's thing? You think it is?
I have no idea.
Wasn't the McDonald's CEO, didn't he have some personal transgressions or something?
He just got fired because he was dating a coworker.
Was he being lewd?
No, I think it was consensual, but I guess somewhere in the policy.
I heard y'all talking about that on the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show.
I don't know. Somebody said it wasn't like, my question was, is he dating, the drive-through clerk, or is he dating someone on the corporate level? At what point is it not okay? Or is that just company policy? I don't know.
God, I used to work for a company where there were so many people at work that were married. They were dating. I'm sure it's changed around there, but back in the day, that was not a problem.
Where it was acceptable. I guess now you know what? I think what happened was they have to be so careful with the Me Too movement that they want to avoid any potential of somebody coming back and saying, I was the underling, he was my boss, he took advantage of, I think that's what it is.
Right.
So they have to do a zero tolerance policy. That's just my thought on it.
Yeah, it's the lawyers telling them to do
But
that.
is it worth, the CEO of McDonald's, he was willing to risk it all for love. Right?
Well, depends on how good the love was.
I hope it was good loving. I hope it was good McLovin. Ha ha. McDonald's, McLovin. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Are those McCrickets? Oh, you laughed at that.
I like that one, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, babe.
Now, Alan and I, well, as I told you earlier, I overslept this morning. I have a serious issue of not going to bed when I'm supposed to. I get this surge of energy late at night. Like right now, I could lay my head down on this table and probably go to sleep. But I know me.
I could too.
But I know me. I'm going to leave this room. And after we finish this podcast, I'm going to start doing something.
No, I know what you'll start doing.
What?
You get on that phone and you'll start killing slugs. Get them, babe.
What level am I
Kill them
on?
slugs.
Well, I'm on 300 and something.
Kill them slugs,
I'm not
babe.
Gonna look. I'm not going to look right now. But I'm sure there's something I'm going to find I need to do. But I was looking at a study and it said, and I really don't have a problem. I don't think my problem's insomnia, because when I lie down, I can go to sleep. I don't have a problem where I toss and turn and my mind's racing all night. That's not my problem. My problem is just making myself go to bed, right? But with 1 in 4 people developing insomnia every year, and I think some people it's really a chronic issue, I was looking at, I come across all this interesting stuff about helping you go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Do you have issues with that?
No.
You fall asleep faster than anybody I've ever seen in my life.
What do you mean? Like...
implies I've probably fallen asleep next to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Sorry, I just fell asleep. No, I've never had a problem falling
It's
asleep.
like you will be sitting there and you will speak to me and you will... and I can tell by the way you breathe. I mean, you're out.
So bushed. I'm always really bushed.
But you know what? But you're sleeping, but a lot of people, and then you forget to put in your mouth guard. Yeah, and then I have to wake you up.
And then I wake up tired, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I found
because you
some
kick me
tips.
at night.
Yeah, I have to if you're snoring.
You kick me.
I don't kick you. I nudge you and
you
say,
me.
I don't kick.
I remember just the other night, you were kicking me in the back. And
I
you
didn't
said,
kick you.
Babe, you don't have your mouthpiece in. You don't have your mouthpiece in.
How
you're
flexible?
Kicking me in the back.
How flexible do I have to be to kick you
Not
in
very,
the back?
because one thing, I've said this on the podcast before, Kellie is not a short woman. She's 5'9", but she takes up the smallest amount of room. That's why we're able to coexist in a queen size bed, because your little footprint, it's like you're a little fetus.
I ball up.
You're like a little tiny fetus.
I think that's why I have neck problems. I had to get adjusted in a massage this week because
Yeah.
I do ball up when I sleep.
You do. So when you're faced away from me and I'm faced away from you, you're in the fetal position and your heels are up by the small of my back. So you can easily kick me.
Well, I don't think I kicked you.
Well,
I think I rolled
okay.
over and nudged you. But you're digressing. But speaking of feet, okay, this is great, Alan. You, unbeknownst to you, led me into my point.
My man.
They say if you want a better night's sleep, do a little pre-sleep feet rubbing.
Okay.
A bedtime foot massage flushes out trapped fluids and swelling, adding around 40 minutes of sounder sleep each night. That makes sense. Everything's connected to your feet. When you go to reflexology and stuff, they say your kidneys, your heart, your lungs, everything's connected to your feet. And imagine you've worn tight shoes all day. You've been standing all day. All those fluids build up. You massage, get those broken up. Maybe we should invest in a little mutual foot rubbing before bed. Because it's never as good when you do it to yourself.
Yeah, yeah, it's not.
You don't want to rub my feet, do you?
Well,
You know,
I mean,
that when I got my massage yesterday, the lovely massage therapist was saying to me, you know, I bet you get your man to rub on you. I was like, no, I don't. Because my husband gives the worst massage.
Come on.
It lasts about 10 seconds. And I was like, honey, you
it's
can't.
not true.
It is true.
I'm being misrepresented.
Don't lie.
Listener, I'm being misrepresented.
And I will tell
this
him,
isn't
Alan,
true.
do it as hard as you can. I can take it. And I can't. You wouldn't know because you barely. It's ridiculous. And I don't even ask you anymore. It's not even worth it.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not a professional
Well,
masseuse.
I'm just asking you to rub my feet. And
I
you
mean,
should
I
have seen
do-
the look on your face.
I do a lot of things really well, you know.
do.
Massages just doesn't happen to be one.
Please rub my feet.
Hey, I'll go to massage school.
That'd be awesome. I'll
Any
be your number one practice
any
patient.
female listeners that want to be
Oh my goodness, you're just doing
that I can
it.
practice on, email me
Me.
at podcast@kellyanallen.com.
Me.
I had the same massage. This is as a
The
side
same.
note.
Yeah.
I went to a massage today.
Because I love you and I wanted
Kelly
you to have
made
a massage.
Kelly made me the appointment. The guy was awesome.
I know. He's
It was a
so good.
sports massage. He said, "What are you here for?" And I said, "Well, my wife made me the massage. You know, she just wanted to help me relax. I've been kind of going through some stuff, and I'm just kind of here to, I don't know, just get a massage." And he goes, "Well, I don't know. I kind of give a different kind of massage, so we'll see how you do." And I'm thinking, "Oh,
It's
When
intense.
This guy shook my hand, babe. I mean, it was like my hand was a little baby's hand
Yeah.
in his hand, and he kind of shook my hand, and I kind of like bounced up and down on the ground, you know?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm in for it. And then he came in the room, and I thought it was Big Al Mac. It was
Now-
like a Big Al Mac without glasses.
Now, did you get completely naked?
No, I did not.
I got down to my panties. That's how I get massaged.
I went down to my skivvies.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Some people go full nude.
I'll pull back the kimono. If it's a chick, I go full nude.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Like if we're at a place like Four Seasons.
Why?
Well, because if we're at a place like Four Seasons, you go all nude.
Why?
This was not a massage parlor. This was a chiropractic office. So I
Yeah.
felt weird going all nude in a chiropractic
Why would you go
office.
full nude with a woman and not a man?
What were you going to say?
A full
Sport
sports
wood?
nude. I don't know.
What were you about to say?
I was about to say full sports
Did you
massage.
say sport wood?
No, because you said
Oh.
sports and it made me think sports. Why would you go nude with a woman and not a man?
I don't know. I was just throwing that out. I have always gone nude in a massage, except for today. I just didn't feel it. I was like,
You weren't feeling it.
no, I was like, this is weird.
All right, that is weird.
I'm not in a massage place.
All
This is
right.
like an office.
But it was good, and he worked out.
Yeah.
Because when he
No, it
was
was
rubbing,
awesome.
well, see, here's the thing about massage.
I thought
You don't-
Big Al Mac was giving me a massage, but
You've said that.
Yeah.
I don't realize that I'm hurting until he mashes on it. So I'm like,
Oh.
just don't mash on that.
yeah.
Because he's like, oh, there it is, and he would rub something,
Yeah.
and I would be close to tears,
Yeah.
and then
He said I
would
had-
just get it out.
He said I had knots all over, and I'm doing the same as you. I'm like, He's like, sorry, bro, you brought it in here. I'm just getting rid of it.
Yeah. And when you're face down, if you've never had a massage, all your sinuses get full of fluid. I was mouth breathing the entire time. I couldn't breathe. I mean, like zero air getting through. Did you have that
No,
experience?
I was okay like that.
My sinuses were completely plugged. It was awful. But the rest of it was good.
Okay.
All right, so back to
Massa-
sleeping. If
massage
you
talk.
can't sleep, it says try cutting out diet beverages, even ones that don't contain caffeine. Artificial sweeteners tend to increase alertness, preventing a sound sleep. So there's another tip for you.
never
I've
had-
got all these sleep tips
Never
for
had
you.
that problem either.
Now, sometimes people are stressed, and the stress is keeping them from being able to fall asleep.
Now I have experienced that.
Eat some peanuts or peanut butter. It can dial down your stress and anxiety by 56% for 3 hours.
Really?
And it starts working about 30 minutes after your first bite. So before bedtime, if you just want to pop a spoonful of peanut butter or have a handful of nuts, about 30 minutes later, go to bed, and it should start working. And if it works for 3 hours, that's enough time for you to fall asleep and get into deep sleep. How about that?
I always have a handful of nuts when I sleep.
Where's the McCrickets?
I thought that was funny.
If you're having trouble sleeping, now I think I've tried this before and I can never remember the right combination, but I don't think it worked. But I'm going to tell you what they say works. If you're having trouble sleeping, you don't need pills to put you out. There is an all-natural remedy called the 4-7-8 method. Have you heard of it? The
I have not.
4-7-8.
I have
I've heard of it. But I think my problem is I forget the numbers and I don't have them written down and I can't remember. Is it 5, 9, 2? I can't remember. It's 4, 7, 8. First, you get settled into your comfy position on your bed. Then you simply inhale through your nose for 4 seconds.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that. And then hold your breath for 7 seconds. And then after 7 seconds, are you counting? You exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 more seconds. So you got to exhale slowly in order to have enough air to do that. So you inhale through your nose 4 seconds.
I'm getting lightheaded.
Right? It does. Okay. Inhale 4 seconds through the nose. Hold your breath for 7. And then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8. 4, 7, 8. And you repeat it until you fall asleep. But I remember doing that to the point where I'm like, this is stupid. I can't do it anymore.
I thought if you got more oxygen to your brain, that keeps you awake. Is that not true?
I don't know, honey. I'm just telling you what it said.
But
I've heard this method before. So if you're having trouble, try it. Give us some feedback and let me know.
Because I remember when I would drive back and forth from between Lubbock and Wichita Falls during college, and I'd feel like I was about to fall asleep. I'd roll both windows down. It would be really cold outside.
Yeah.
Roll both windows down, going 70 miles an hour down the highway, and just breathe in and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Because it wakes you up.
Yeah.
But that's saying it makes you go to sleep.
Maybe because it relaxes you.
Oh.
Deep breathing relaxes you.
Yeah.
Now, what about naps? I don't typically like to take naps because I don't ever... They say like the perfect nap is something random like 26 minutes. It's something really random like that.
I'm not a big napper.
Well, if I nap, I'm not down for 20 to 30 minutes. I'm down for a couple hours, and then I feel like I've wasted the day.
And then it throws me off the rest of the day.
And then I don't feel great when I wake up.
I don't know what time it is.
They say that 20 to 30 minute nap is the perfect time to feel refreshed. I don't know.
Refreshed.
But they said, this is exactly what I was going to tell you. How long is the perfect nap? According to researchers, a good nap lasts between 20 to 30 minutes. A perfect nap is exactly 26 minutes long, and that is according to NASA scientists.
Whoa.
So I guess they have to study that for the people on space missions, I guess.
Well, those eggheads ought to know.
26 minutes. I just don't. I'm going to set my timer for 26 minutes, but then I don't fall asleep exactly in 1 minute. I don't know.
I'm not sure that 26 minutes is a one-size-fits-all thing.
I know. I can't do it. And then it asks about sleeping naked. According to a recent survey,
I get massages naked.
Plenty of people prefer to head to bed in the buff. 2/3 of Americans sleep in the nude. That's not us. I have slept in the nude when we're on vacation or something like that before, and I just don't feel like getting dressed. But I feel like if something happens in the middle of the night and you got to get up and go, you need to have some panties on.
That's why you don't do it.
I just feel like you need to have pajamas on in case you never know.
I've tried this before.
Sleeping naked?
Yeah, I've tried it before. And honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't like it because my stuff gets all twisted up.
You like being a little bit compressed.
I like having a little bit of protection because at night you're thrashing around and you don't know you're thrashing around, and you're moving into different positions. You're throwing a leg over this way, or you're laying on your stomach this way, and then stuff gets caught. It gets hung up. Yes,
Really?
Yes.
I don't have that problem.
Absolutely. It gets hung up between your legs. It gets caught on a sheet.
Really?
Yeah, or you'll knee me or throw a heel my way or something.
Oh my gosh, you act like I beat you up in my sleep.
I
don't move that much in my sleep.
I need a little protection.
I don't move that much in my sleep. And then finally, here's something Alan and I deal with on a nightly basis. We go to bed and it's like a sound effects show.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Our stomachs.
Oh, God.
It is. I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
But you should, we
like-
should record. It's like it's you or me.
And then you get the...
Yeah, isn't that the weirdest one?
What is
And
going
sometimes
on?
it's like, I can't tell if it's you or me.
Oh, it's always you.
No, it's not always me. But sometimes it's like, I don't feel like it's me, but I think it's me. Could it be you?
Well, I think that happens all the time. You just don't hear it because there's ambient noise.
Well, they
like
say...
at night, we're just laying there. It's so quiet.
Well, it says there's nothing to worry about. It's just gas moving along in your intestines. But it must be passing something in order to, because stuff whistles because it's air's passing through something, right?
Yeah, it does.
So the gas is passing around something to make that.
Come on,
noise.
baby. God.
What?
Come on.
What?
You gotta change your voice.
Why?
Come on. The gas is passing and it whistles because it's going past something.
Why is that so funny?
Come on. You can't say that. That's horrible.
What?
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Show a little bit of
Are you crying?
Show a little bit of maturity, please.
I was. You're not. You're making me cry. Don't
Show
do that.
a little higher level
I'm a
of
little
decorum,
embarrassed now.
please. Read that one more time, please.
Is your belly making weird grumbling noises? Nothing to worry about. It's just gas moving along in your intestines. What?
Gosh, you just got me. You just tickled me.
And those tummy rumbles have a name.
What are they?
Borborigme. Wait a minute. I don't know how to say it. Borborigme. Borborigme? Borborygmi.
I have never heard that.
Borborigme.
Oh, gosh.
That's borborygme.
Yeah.
You needed that laugh, honey.
I've never heard of that.
Borborygme. So
Wow.
anyway, that's something we
That's
don't
good
have to worry
stuff.
about because it's just gas passing
I
by
wish
stuff.
we could do a whole show on gas passing, but that wouldn't be appropriate, would it?
What?
Do a whole show on passing gas.
Well, what else is there to talk about?
Well, you could come up with all the names for it. You could come up with the most inappropriate place you've ever done it. You could come up
Didn't
with.
they say that cows passing gas is responsible for some unhealthy levels of methane in the air or
You
something?
trying to start a political discussion?
No,
here?
no. Isn't that what somebody said?
I've heard that. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I just remember something about cows and methane.
Yeah. You could talk about all kinds of stuff
I
that I'm
guess
sure a
we
lot of people
could.
could relate with too.
But speaking of sleep, if you really want to get a better night's sleep, you got to make your bed an oasis.
Oh.
Right? And one of the best ways you can do that is with quality luxury sheets. You want them to be insanely comfortable, but you also don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it. Well, Brooklinen is the company we recommend. In fact, they are the winner of the Best of Online Bedding category by Good Housekeeping. They've got over 35,000 five-star reviews, more than any other online bedding company. So if you don't take Alan's word for it or my word for it, how about those 35,000 plus other people? 500,000 happy sleepers and counting. This is just a husband and wife, Vicky and Rich, who wanted to, have really great bedding that, wasn't expensive. And they did all the shopping around. They were like, we can't find it, so we're going to make it. And they have luxury sheets, but not only that, towels, bedding. They even have bathrobes on their website without the luxury markup, because most bedding marked up, shockingly, 300%. And you can mix and match. They have over 20 colors and patterns. They've got duvet covers if you need a duvet cover. But really, just the best sleep without paying a huge price. You'll find it with Brooklinen.
And Kelly and I love our Brooklinen sheets. They're the most comfortable sheets we've ever slept on. Even their towels, they've turned our bathroom into a spa. We couldn't recommend Brooklinen anymore for friends, family, treating yourself to the upgrade you deserve. Brooklinen.com is giving an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get 10% off and free shipping when you use promo code Kellie. Wow, Kellie at brooklinen.com. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all of their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. The only way to get 10% off and free shipping is to use that promo code Kellie, Kellie, at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code Kellie. Brooklinen. These are the best sheets ever.
Yeah, babe.
By far.
We're going to go get in them in a minute.
You get in that fetal position in them Brooklinen sheets. Here, I got a couple of letters, and we'll bring it home for Jerome.
Okay, babe. I hope they're good. They're feel-good letters. You're laughing and having a good time, and I want to keep it that way.
Yeah, they're follow-up letters.
Good.
Here's one. Subject is wife mess up. Kelly, longtime listener, first time emailer.
Hey.
What am I? Chopped liver?
I didn't address you at all?
No. I'm listening to A Sandwich and Some Aftermath while at work today, and I heard your story on hurting yourself building Emma Kelly's furniture.
Yes.
I have a similar story. While my husband was sleeping one day, I decided to bust out the paint and touch up the walls over all our house. Well, it dried, and I realized it wasn't the right color paint.
No.
And now we have to paint our entire house to get rid of the streaks of random paint color. Love the podcast and the morning show. Megan.
Oh, Megan.
What about Megan?
Oh, Megan. I had one like that once. My ex-husband, he decided he opened a karate school and he wanted to paint the floors black. And one of his friends did it. And there's a special kind of paint. It's almost like tar. And she came in there and she did it. I don't know how she did it without passing out. It was awful. But before the school opened, a lot of the places where people had walked before it was completely dried had come up, so there were scuff marks. So I decided, in my wisdom, I was going to be proactive, and I got down on my hands and knees and I was doing touch-up paint on the floors. Well, guess what happened? Everybody started walking around and they had paint all over their feet and all over their shoes, and they were getting in their cars.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it wasn't water-based paint either. It was probably oil-based paint, right?
Oh my gosh. You talk about, that's a huge screw up. So I have my little paint story too.
Ooh, man.
Would you be so mad at me if I did that? The paint in the house.
Probably wouldn't be real happy.
It's a lot. It's expensive, man. Oof.
Here's another one from Leah. She says, Dear Alan and Kelly. Hey, she addressed me too.
Oh, yay.
I am in desperate need of some advice. This is a love letter. My husband and I have been together 11 years, started dating when we were 16 and 17. We're going through a lot of problems. We just get mad and upset over every little thing. I finished school in 2015, took some time off, but I've done side jobs to help out any way I can. When my husband would come home, I always tried to have everything clean and tried to cook, but I'm really bad now. Now the tables have turned. She says I'm really bad, I guess, at cooking. Now the tables have turned. I got a job with my degree and have been working 3 years. I started making more money and I wanted to pay for the mortgage and everything else. My husband worked the first 2 years. This year he took the first half off to invest in stocks, and then in August he started school. This whole year he's been home, but he gets mad at me for asking him to help more and clean. Granted, he does help with the laundry and buying groceries, but he refuses to clean and cook. Am I asking for too much? I'm worried we're headed for a divorce. It just doesn't seem fair that I'm always cleaning when I'm off. I'm so sorry for the long letter. Thank you, Leah.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's tough when you're just both in an unhappy place in life, and it's just, I don't know. I remember I worked with Kid Craddock from the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and he had an issue with the cleaning, and he and his wife, and neither one of them were just really good at it, or wanted to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So in order to, he said on the radio, I'm not telling secrets behind his back, he basically said to save his marriage, they hired a maid.
Right.
And that maid came, and he knew at least once a week, everything was getting cleaned, everything was getting put away. And that might be something you can invest in for yourself. Maybe it's once every 2 weeks. Maybe it's once a month. It might be just the stress reliever that you need to take some of the pressure off. Because if he's absolutely not going to do it and you need the help, give yourself a little break. I mean, what do you think otherwise?
Well,
it's a bigger problem.
I just looked at the letter again because I couldn't remember if it said he helps, but he doesn't. He refuses to clean or cook. So
he helps with the grocery shopping, right? And he helps with what, the laundry? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
So he does help with some things,
but he's drawn a hard line in the sand on this cleaning and cooking.
Because that's woman's work. Maybe, I don't know.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to guess what the problem is.
I know somebody that said that.
Who?
I can't be named on the podcast. But you know him very well.
I do?
Oh, yeah. Sure you do.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, I mean, it's obviously a bigger problem than just that. It's, you know, what you think the problem is usually something bigger. But if it is just as simple as you just need some help, then look into, you don't have to cook every night. Order a pizza once a week. or, do something really, maybe and get maid service. I mean, that's a practical solution.
Yeah.
Your bigger solution is you need to work on falling in love with each other again, right? Dating each other again. Instead of cooking, let's go out to dinner and have a date night maybe just once a month. Some people can't do it that often, but find the time to do it.
I mean, I guess I'm trying to oversimplify things here, but it just sounds like there needs to be a little bit of compromise. Hey, can you help me cook and clean every once in a while?
She said he's not.
Well, I mean, do you have to, you know what doesn't work in relationships is drawing really hard lines that says absolutely under no circumstances am I going to do this. That doesn't work in a lot of.
But that's what he did.
Well, and I'm saying that he needs to rethink that.
But he's not the one writing the letter.
Well.
See, this is the problem. It's like, people want us to have this magic solution. And sometimes I kind of went off and some lady wrote me today and said, I need to apologize to the woman for the advice I gave.
Wow.
To the woman and all the listeners, she said.
Wow.
As a matter of fact.
About what?
And maybe it was because I was running, just a little grumpy and stuff. But, you get letters from people and it's like they're in bad marriages. They keep making babies in a bad situation. And the list of all the things he was doing wrong, and he just is a bad guy. And she's like, what can I do? And I don't know. What can you do? Pick better. Women and men need to pick better partners in life. And, it's not just about the man that makes you feel good in your warm and tingly parts. It's not about a guy that says all the right things. It's like, who's going to be a good partner to me? And build a life and we're both working toward the same goal. I don't think people think that clearly at a young age sometimes.
I've said on this podcast many times, I know the secret to happiness. It's hard, but I do know the secret.
Saying yes, dear?
No.
Oh.
Avoiding a-holes.
Oh,
Avoid
yeah.
a-holes. If you can avoid all a-holes in your life, you'll be very happy.
Well, we all have a bit of a-holishness in us from time to time.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Some more than others.
But, you have to, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. I mean, some people take those vows way more lightly than others. And sometimes they just don't know how to help. But, I mean, a practical solution to this letter, get a maid and start ordering pizza once a week. Or get a meal delivered a couple times a week. And maybe if he starts seeing it hurt in the pocketbook, maybe he'll start pitching in more, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, here's a good one to finish up with here, babe. This one is about a letter that you talked about on the morning show, and also we talked about on the podcast. She's following up on your response. She says, "Hi, Alan and Kellie." This was about the woman who was married to Fondles the Clown.
Oh, she's already responding?
No, this is another person.
Oh, I thought maybe she was responding back because wow, that was a big letter.
She says, I feel that happy women are not going to comment because I'm rolling my eyes at this lady and feel sorry for her husband. Yep, I said it. I love my husband reaching out to me in all the fun sexual ways.
Well, people have different levels of,
Please grab my boob in the car. Grab my leg in the car. Tell me to lose my pants because all the kids are gone for the afternoon.
Okay, give me the letter if you're going to read it like that.
I had to read that part like that.
But you're taking away the essence of the letter.
We try to fit it in when we can with a very busy family, 3 boys. If you can't satisfy your partner, someone else can.
See, that's...
And before someone freaks out, it goes both ways. I have a friend that complained to me for about 3 years that her husband was not into her. I love both of them and have been friends with them as a couple their whole 17 years of marriage. She started flirting harmlessly with other guys, and he addressed it, and they talked about all their intimacy issues. They are now divorced after 17 years and 3 amazing kids. She is still not happy, still miserable. Some people will bitch at anything. Love y'all.
I get it, but people have different levels of sexuality.
I'm just reading the letter, guys. I just read the letter.
I am not yelling at her. That works for her. But I've been with men who have different levels of gropiness. And sometimes it's just like, oh God, it's like, seriously. But for you, it's a word. You have to have a partner that you're kind of like on the same level. And I get it. You want there to be intimacy, but to the point where they're groping you every time you pass, hey, that works for your relationship. It doesn't work for everybody. My problem I've had in the past, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to talk about it in front of my husband now, but it's just that over gropiness. It's like just inappropriate it's like we'll be talking about something and the next thing I know, why is your hand under my blouse? You know what I mean? I really appreciate that you're horny 99% of the time and except when you're asleep. But after a while it's like, really? There's more to it than that. There's a level that we all have that we can accept. Yeah. And if you love being groped, then you found the perfect partner. Right?
Well, please grab my boob in the car. Grab my leg in the car.
Now you're going to read it normal.
Tell me to lose my pants. Sometime I'm just going to say, babe, lose your pants.
All right. Okay.
I like that. Lose the pants, okay?
Yeah, but if we're sitting at a stoplight,
sitting in it.
Next thing I know is your hand is grasping my nipple.
We're sitting at
I'm like, babe.
We're sitting at Windhaven in Spring Creek, and
I'm like, come on, gropey.
And I honk a boob.
Yeah,
and make the bicycle horn sound.
Right, that's what I'm looking forward to. But hey, you know what? There's different levels of gropiness that is acceptable for different people.
We've beaten that gropey thing into the
dust. And that is a different perspective.
Into the dust. No, thank you, listener, for your letter. That's awesome. We're not saying this is wrong in any way. We're just saying, hey, it's different.
It's good for you.
It's different for everybody.
It wasn't good for the other relationship.
Right. I like that.
I'm glad.
I like some of the verbiage she used in there too.
Oh.
I like how she just.
Would you like me to be more physically demonstrative with you, honey?
I like how she just threw out boob.
Look, I'm asking for your permission.
Sure. Just. Yeah.
You really would like me to be more physically demonstrative?
No, babe. No.
Do we have an okay level of that?
Yes. Yeah. Everything's good like that.
All right.
I mean, I get to slap it every once in a while.
See, and I just take it.
You're a crack.
I take it.
You're that Indiana Jones whip.
Yep.
Crack.
That's what I do.
Crack.
All right, let's wrap this up.
All right,
it's
babe.
Going into very dark places.
This has been a lot of fun. I wish I could remember exactly what you said that hit me in the tickle spot.
Something
like wind racing
your
by.
Gas is passing by stuff in your intestines to make that noise, like whistling and stuff. I don't remember what I said, but that's what it was basically, honey.
All right, babe. I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. But hopefully, after listening to this buffoonery, they'll still want us to podcast again real soon.
Oh, let's pray to the Lord that's true.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.